because their nakedness might be exposed. Today, we're going to do something really fun.
Really fun.
Really fun, okay? So we are going to give you guys 20 shocking Bible trivia that we bet you guys did not know. So what we're going to do is we're going to count down from number 20, which is still pretty shocking, but it's not as shocking.
Yeah, down to the best one.
Number 1.
What do you think?
Number
Pretty
1,
shocking.
which is really surprising. So I'm going to start, okay?
You always start.
I do not. I'm number 1.
You're number
Okay,
1.
number 20. Who did God tell Job that he was perfect and upright? Do you guys know? He told Satan.
He told Satan.
And you can find this in Job 8:1.
Yeah. Okay, my turn.
Okay?
Okay, number 19.
Number 19.
What other cities were destroyed with Sodom and Gomorrah?
I found this one very interesting. Okay, lay it on me, Kim.
Okay, the cities of Admah and Zeboim.
We hope we're pronouncing that one right.
I hope so. You can find this in Deuteronomy 29:23.
All right, number 18.
Oh.
How many people celebrated their birthdays in the Bible? Okay, Pharaoh in Genesis 40:20 celebrated his birthday. Herod in Matthew 14:6 and also Mark 6:21. Moving right along.
Number 17.
Okay,
Who else? I didn't know this.
okay. Lay it on me.
Was named Jesus in the Bible. There is a second person named Jesus in the Bible.
Really?
Yep. You'll find this in Colossians 4:11. And it says he was also called Justus, this other person, and was a companion of Paul.
I didn't know that.
And they called him Jesus.
Did you guys know that? Okay, hold on. It's time to break away for a moment and do a fun Bible fact.
Okay.
Okay, you guys ready?
Okay.
Did you know that the donkey Jesus rode into Jerusalem, the donkey was never ridden before?
Never.
Never ridden. And that was the triumphal entry. And you guys, if you want to read those verses, Matthew 21, 1 through 11, Mark 11, 1 through 11. It's always surprising how it's like,
There's a lot.
it's the same type of, it's found in Mark, it's found in the Gospels, so you guys can read that.
Okay, number 16.
Number 16.
Where was John the Baptist's head buried?
He was beheaded, so where is John Baptist's head?
So, his disciples buried his body.
Okay.
But apparently, this did not include his head.
So where is his head?
No one knows for sure where his head ended up.
Well, what would they do with the head? I mean, no, just think about it. Okay, so you have the head of John the Baptist on the platter, and they give it to the mother. What does the mom do with
What do
it?
you do, like throw it
Maybe she
away?
kept it on a pedestal
Yeah.
as a trophy.
Or like put it in one of those big jars that they fill with water.
So comment, where do you think she put John the Baptist's head? What happened to his head?
That's gross. Okay, so you can find this in Matthew 14:12 and Mark 6:29.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. All right.
Moving right along.
You.
Number 15. How far offshore were the disciples when Jesus walked across the water to them? Long silence.
Long pause.
3 to 4 miles.
Now think about it.
3 to 4 miles.
3 to
you're
4
going.
miles, you wouldn't be able to see him if you think about it.
I know. You can find this in John 6:19. It says, when they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus walking on the sea and coming near the boat, and they were frightened.
All right.
Okay.
Number 14.
Let me have it.
Never would have thought of this.
Okay.
Do angels eat?
I don't know.
Yes, they do.
They do?
Well, they do.
Okay.
So you can find this in lots of places, but Genesis 18:1 through 8 and 22, Genesis 19. So, typically angels were men.
They're God's army.
So they were, and there's a couple of times where they say that they were having dinner.
Well, you think about it too. I mean, I always think of the angels like,
Right.
but I mean,
Not
angels
men.
came down to earth, like with
Right.
Abraham, and like Abraham prepared him food. So
Right.
it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, number 13.
Okay.
Who is the only woman in the Bible that we know the age of when she died?
I mean, come on.
Sarah.
All the women.
Out of all the women, Sarah, she was 127 years old, and you can find this in Genesis 23:1.
All right, my turn.
Okay,
All right, number 12.
number 12.
How many demons
Ooh.
came out of Mary Magdalene? Okay,
Let me know.
7.
7.
7 demons.
Wow.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to read this first.
Okay, go for
This
it.
is Luke 8:2. And also some women who had been healed of evil spirits and infirmities, Mary called Magdalene, from whom 7 demons had
7.
come out.
7.
Oh, you always get the fun facts.
Well, do you want to do the fun fact?
I want to do
Okay,
fun fact.
Kim wants to do a fun fact.
Okay, here's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Jesus asked a demon its name only once.
Really?
I have to flip my page in the Bible.
Wow. So he just cast out demons, but only one time.
He asked her name.
Do you know where that
What's
was?
your name? Probably Beelzebub.
Legion. I remember that.
It's what?
I think I remember the story. It says, "What is your name?" It says, "We are legion because we are many."
And legion are many.
Yeah.
So
I
this
think
is
that's the
in
story.
Mark 5:8.
Maybe not the right one. Maybe that's another Bible story.
Mark 5:8 and Luke 8:30.
Okay.
Okay, I got to do a fun fact.
Kim got
You
to do
can
her
go
fun
now.
fact. Okay, yay for Kim. Okay, so because Kim did the fun fact, she gets to miss number 11, which is a really good one, which you guys I bet don't know. Okay, number 11, does God sing?
I mean, who would have thought? Seriously,
Yes.
he does.
Zephaniah 3:17, and it says, "The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will exalt over you with loud singing." So yes,
God
does
sings.
sing.
That's awesome.
Bet you didn't know that one.
I didn't know that one. All right, number 10.
Okay,
How tall was Goliath?
I would imagine he's a pretty big dude.
I mean,
you know.
You know he's a big dude. I was thinking 7 foot.
Yeah.
He was actually about 9 feet, 9 inches tall.
9 feet. That's a
9
big
feet.
boy. Goliath, David. It just makes the story that much better, right?
And David went, bink.
Yeah. Doink. Number 9.
Number 9.
Now, as we get closer to number 1, these get really good. And this, I had no idea. Number 9. What did God place in the animals after the flood? So the flood, of course, we're talking about Noah, right? God placed fear and dread of man within all the animals. So let me read the verse first, okay?
Yeah.
So Genesis 9:2, "The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every bird of the heavens, upon everything that creeps on the ground and all the fish of the sea. Into your hands they are delivered." So I thought this was really fascinating because then, like from the time of Adam and Eve until Noah, man and animals had this perfect,
They just kind of hung out
they kind
together.
of hung out together. I mean, the lions, you could pet a lion and stuff like that. But then right after Noah's Ark, God placed animals with fear and dread toward they're afraid of us.
Right.
Which-
Okay, number 8.
Number 8.
What killed 42 youth because they made fun of Elijah's bald head? What killed them?
This is really good. This one's a good one. I
They
get a
were-
flip. Hold on.
They were mauled by 2 female bears. All right, so this is 2 Kings 2, 23 to 24. He went up from there to Bethel, and while he was going up on the way, some small boys came out of the
Small
city.
boys. Small boys. Okay.
Small boys came out of the city and jeered at him, saying, "Go up, you bald head. Go up, you bald head." And he turned around, and when he saw them, he cursed them in the name of the Lord. and 2 she-bears came out of the woods and tore 42 of the boys.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You know what's so fascinating is the Bible is, people say the Bible is boring.
Yeah.
They have not read the Bible. The Bible is full of, this is just a spittering
Well,
or
but
spattering.
a lot of times, how many times have you read it and you really just haven't thought about it?
That's
because
true.
you tend to think of the Bible as being, supernatural. So you don't really pay attention to what's really going on. You got to realize that this is everyday people.
If you guys would like to support our channel, you can do so. You can look at becoming a channel member that has several tiers of support. You can do so by checking the join button down below. And also, Kim makes these really awesome t-shirts and sweatshirts on our Teespring store, which you can see a sample right above us, and there's a link down below. There's a fun fact.
Okay.
I'll do a fun fact, and I think there's one more fun fact.
Okay.
Now, there's the one fun fact that you have is a lot better than my fun fact.
My fun fact.
Okay, so here's a fun fact.
Okay.
Did you know that Samson, and you guys know Samson, he was the big muscle guy, that killed 10,000.
Cut his hair. And
He couldn't cut his hair and the jawbone, that dude, okay? Escaped the city of Gaza at midnight by ripping off the gates of the city, okay? He carried them. Now they say the gates weighed like up to 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds?
Several thousand pounds. So he rips these several thousand pound gates up, right? Up to the top of the mountain, which is opposite of Hebron. The distance was about 38 miles.
Yeah, we're not talking like a few hundred feet here.
Yeah. So
38
Samson
miles.
rips these several pound doors of the gates and carries them 38 miles.
Here's my question. Why did he take the gates with him?
I don't know. I mean, why would he?
What
Now,
is he gonna do?
if you guys want to read this story, it's in Judges 16, 1 through 3. Hey, dude, there are supposed to be gates on there. Where'd they go?
Where'd they go?
You're looking around. Where'd the gates go? I don't know. I mean, they were several thousand pounds.
I know, right?
I mean, they probably took several men just to heave them up there.
Kind of funny.
Why? I don't know.
Okay, number 7.
Number 7, getting close to number 1.
Who is the only man of the Bible God would not allow to get married?
Okay.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Okay.
Jeremiah 16, 1 through 2.
Okay.
Why?
That's interesting.
I do not know.
Well, he was the weeping prophet.
Yeah.
He was called the weeping prophet. Maybe he was just so sad all the time that God knew that, dude, you're not going to make a good husband because you are crying all the time.
You're going to make your wife
Right.
sad.
Wow. Okay. So number 6. This is a good one. How many do not fear, quotation, verses are there in the Bible?
This is good.
Makes total sense. 365 do not fear verses in the Bible. 1 for each day of the year. Now, isn't that awesome? It's just so God, right?
It's just so God.
Just so God.
What?
What do they do on leap year?
I get a fun fact.
You get a fun fact.
I get to do
This is the best
fact.
fun fact.
This is pretty fun. Dogs are mentioned 41 times in the Bible.
I looked that up. It's true.
Okay, I'm sorry, but cats are never mentioned. So cat lovers, I'm sorry.
Sorry, cat lovers.
Yeah, I don't know why though. I wonder why. You can do it, honey.
Okay, number 5, and Kim gave this one to me on purpose, okay? What is the longest name in the Bible? And we're going to put it on the screen because there's just no way. I'm just going to butcher this, okay? Maher Shala Shala Hashbaz. Was that close? Okay, so let me, hold on. So let me read that. This is in Isaiah 8:1. Then the Lord said to me, take a large tablet, okay, because it's a big name,
Large.
and write on it in common characters belonging to Maher Shala Shala Hashbaz. I know I didn't say that right. But
right.
that's the longest name in the Bible.
Yeah. All right, number 4.
Getting close.
How many windows were in the ark?
I would say, I would just guess several because, you're in there for 40 days, right? It gets kind of dark. You got stinky animals, poop all over the place. It's kind of getting stuffy.
Maybe they didn't poop.
Well, maybe they didn't, doesn't say.
Maybe God, kind of put a cork in it for the ride.
Yeah.
Okay, so Noah's Ark contained one window.
One window.
Genesis 6:16.
Wow. Okay, number 3.
Okay.
Where did Saul hide because he was so afraid when they tried to make him king? When they tried to make him king.
Yeah.
Okay. He hid in some luggage.
Seriously. It's so Saul though, right?
Yeah, it's Saul. 1 Samuel 10:22. So they inquired again of the Lord, is there a man still to come? And the Lord said, behold, he has hidden himself among the baggage. Why would you be hiding in the baggage? I don't know.
Because, I don't know. Number 2.
Number 2, we're getting one more. And we've got it.
One more. Now this one is not biblical.
But it's fast. I thought it was really interesting.
It's about Jesus. So it's somewhat biblical. All right. In Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ.
How many guys saw that?
I saw.
Right.
Some people didn't because it was hard to watch.
It was hard to watch.
It was going to the funeral of their best friend.
Yeah.
What cameo did Mel Gibson make?
This is interesting.
He hammered the nails in Jesus' hand.
I looked this up, and you see, I think the movie I'm talking about rightly is you don't see him, you see Jesus' hand laying out. And then, of course, the nails went in his wrist. He grabbed the nail, and you could just see him go like that. So that's the role that he played, which I thought was tasteful because then it's not, about him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what started with Jim ends with Jim. I got to do. Oh, stop it. Number 1, okay? Now, this out of all of them surprised me.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you know why the Israelites did not build an altar with steps? This is really fascinating. Okay, you ready? Because their nakedness might be exposed. I thought that fascinating. This is found in Exodus 20:26. And it says, you shall not go up by steps to my altar, God is saying this, that your nakedness be not exposed on it. So I don't know if it's like, God didn't want to see the nakedness or it was disrespectful. Right. Or if, you're walking up the steps and people are looking and your junk is hanging out there. And it's like, oh, it takes away from the altar.
It really brings to light that when you're reading the Bible, you really got to pay attention to what God is saying because there's so many messages in there.
There are so many.
Just fun little things.
There are so many amazing facts.
To make it more fun to read and not just boring,
Right.
Yeah. All right, you guys, was that fun?
I had fun.
That was fun.
It was fun. I liked it. So if you guys know of some trivia that you think might stump us or everybody else, put it down in the comment section.
Yeah, we want to see them.
I want to know.
So now we're going to go get ready for another awesome video.
Yes.
So we're glad you guys stopped by, and we hope to see you again in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.